What's going on, y'all? THEBrandonBrownson here, doing a video response for the Wrestling Roundtable. I told you I'd do one, Eric, so I'm doing it. Alright, formal introduction. Hello, Eric and other members of the Wrestling Roundtable. My name is Brandon Brownson, I'm from Waterford, Michigan, and I am doing a question for your, Q&A, which I cannot remember the name of right now, which is mildly embarrassing. Anyways, my question for you guys is, WWE has been trying to kind of bring back the tag team division right now. They're having Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger team up. They're having Awesome Truth, or whatever the fuck they're called. Air Boom, which is a fucking stupid name. Anyways, my question for you is, out of the current WWE roster, who do you think would make a good tag team? People from the Wrestling Roundtable, if you want, you can stop watching now, but I'm going to go ahead and answer my own question for my viewers. All 13 of you who regularly watch my wrestling videos. So yeah, I'm going to go down a list of people who are currently employed with the WWE on the main WWE roster who I think would make a good tag team. First on my list is Alex Riley and Primo. Now, Alex Riley is still really, really green. I think the guy has a lot of potential. He just needs someone to team up with until he can really get the experience that he needs to be a valuable member of the roster. Which is where Primo Colon comes in. Primo has been wrestling for a really long time. I think he's one of the more underrated, underused guys on the roster. So I think that teaming Primo and Alex Riley up would be a good tag team. It would give Alex Riley a chance to develop. It would give Primo something to do. The next team on my list is The Big Show versus John Morrison. Now mind you, for this team to work, both people will have to turn heel. The reason for me teaming them up is The Big Show has a lot of really good history with smaller, more athletic, more charismatic people. You have Big Show and The Miz, Big Show and Chris Jericho, two of the best teams of this past decade. So I think that Big Show versus John Morrison could be a very, very successful team. Next up, and this is going to sound kind of random, but let me explain, Kurt Hawkins and Trent Beretta. The main reason why I'm having them team up is because it's not like they're doing anything right now. But the reason why I'm having those two in particular team up is because they were both trained by Mikey Whipwreck. So that seems as good a reason as any for those two to team up instead of Kurt Hawkins teaming up with, I don't know, Tyler Rex, for example. The next one's more of an idea for a faction, but I'm going to include it anyway. It would be the trio of Jack Swagger, Dolph Ziggler, and Ted DiBiase Jr. Ted DiBiase Jr. is a great talent who's been going to waste as of late, so I think if he were to team up with Vicky Guerrero's faction and actually make it a faction, it would be really good for his career. Plus, it would give Dolph Ziggler a chance to start going solo again, which he should be doing, and have Jack Swagger and Ted DiBiase Jr. team up. I think they'd make a good team. My next team is Drew McIntyre and Tyson Kidd. Now, they're both young, they're both pretty athletic, and they're non-American. Of course, Drew McIntyre is Scottish, if I'm not mistaken, and Tyson Kidd is Canadian. I think that they would make a really good anti-American tag team. As cliche as that is, it's been proven that if it's done right, it can be very successful. Look at the early days of La Resistance, for example. My next team is Ezekiel Jackson and JTG. I think that they would make kind of a good modern crime time, and again, it's not like either of them are doing anything, which is the main reason why I put a lot of these guys together, honestly. My next team is Yoshitatsu and Santino Marella. The fact that Santino isn't on TV right now bothers the hell out of me, because he's one of the funniest people I have ever seen in professional wrestling. And Yoshitatsu, in his early ECW days, proved that he can actually be really funny. So I think that they will make a great comedic team. Granted, they probably wouldn't amount to anything more than jobbers, but they would be so fucking funny together. My last team, and I'm not gonna lie, the whole reason why I'm putting them together is, why the fuck not? Tyler Rex and Mason Ryan. I think that if they were put together with a good gimmick and actually pushed, they could actually succeed. I like Tyler Rex. Mason Ryan's okay. Both of them have potentially bright futures. It's just a matter of getting them the right gimmick and the right push, and I think that having them as a tag team would be a good way to kind of expose them in a positive light. Anyways, those are my 8 picks, so I'm going to ask you guys, what do you guys think? Who on the current WWE roster would make a good team? Leave a comment down there, let me know. To the guys at the Wrestling Roundtable, if you're still watching this, I really hope that you guys pick this question. I'm looking forward to the next Q&A. To everyone else, don't forget, subscribe, like, leave a comment down there. If you're wondering, part 13 of the top 15 games of all time, in my opinion, I'm planning on working on that tonight. I should have it up within a couple of days. So look forward to that. For right now, Brandon Brownson, signing out.